7 days, no obligation, just 7 days for an opportunity to make yourself a better man. Divorce, hardships, we all have or are going through it. You are not alone. Join the Brotherhood, Northman Coaching on School. Stop by today and begin the journey. Shoulder to shoulder, brick by brick. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. You are worth it. Join today.
Coming through both my phone and yours. We're live.
Okay. Anyway, welcome to Living by Oak Values. My name is Gary. I'm Superior Mailman. I'm with my co-host and good friend, AJ. And AJ is a superior dude. Anyway, so today, well, let me go back real quick. So the last 6 weeks or so, we were discussing how to rebuild the man from rubble. So when everything goes wrong in his life, whether it's a breakup, divorce, a hard life reset, loss of a job, loss of anything really, and you're down and out, we rebuilt you or gave you the steps to rebuild. Now we're going to go into detail the next 5 million weeks talking about the oak values that I created years ago. And they're just core values. So the core value we're discussing today is abundance. And to live an abundant lifestyle, I'm just going to actually pull the card real quick. So this is the oak value deck. The abundant life, the abundant card says an ample quality, an ample quantity. So to live with abundance is to live with, not live without. So always be happy with what you have and don't discuss or, you know, not discuss, but don't complain about what you don't have, if that makes sense.
Don't envy.
Yes, don't envy. Good one. Sure.
Love what your life is. Love what you've accomplished in life. Love who you are.
Yes.
And that creates an abundance.
So, yes, what he said. Welcome, Kratz. Good to see you, brother. And Joel, good to see you, sir. So I know I did for sure when I first started this work, even before the work, but I know a lot of men do live in scarcity. There's not enough time. They've lost too much. They are too old. They can't restart. They can't start things over again because there's not enough time. I don't have enough money. I'm too old. I'm too out of shape, whatever you want to call it. Too far gone. But in reality,
Thank you, Kratz. Keep going.
with mine, Kratz. In reality, you are never too old. And if you think that you're out of shape, get in shape. You're not too old for that either. If you don't think you have enough money, you probably don't. So go get a hustle. Hustle, man. There's always something to hustle. You can always make some side cash out there.
That's right.
So
you can always change your circumstances too. Just because a lot of people think that because they hit a certain age in life, well, you know, I'm too old to go to college or I'm too old to try to start a new career. And that's the farthest thing from true. It really is. It's the farthest thing from true because something that will actually change your life and create an abundance of happiness in your life today is what's important. Yes, you do need to think about your future. That is important too. But living throughout your life to the point that you get to that future needs to be enjoyed, needs to be loved, and you need to be happy.
yes. So Joel said a lot of people live in lack mindset and mentality, which is true. Unfortunate, but true. And I think most of us have been there if we're not there now. And he says, you're not a tree, so move. So
I like that.
in the
Joel.
men's group that we have in school, every Monday we have a perspective meeting. And that is where abundance comes from. Monday comes and we start our week. And in the group, we talk about how we're setting our intentions for the week. So how's this week going to be? And everyone in that group, I believe, has an abundance mindset. It's a growth mindset. We are not saying that come Wednesday, we're going to be more broke or more down and out. We're saying Wednesday, we're going from where we are, or Monday, by Wednesday, we're going to be here. We're going from one spot, from point A to point B, and shooting for point C or whatever you want to call it. We're not going back to A. So we have an abundant mindset and we have a forward path. We're not moving backwards. So
Wednesday, we work to bridge ourselves.
yes, but it's all about the perspective, and that's where the abundance comes from.
Absolutely.
Talk about the rest. Go ahead with the bridge and stuff.
Yeah. So, come Wednesday, we haven't always necessarily accomplished the things that we set out to accomplish, on Monday and Tuesday throughout Wednesday, but we do the best that we can. We hope that everybody continues to do their best. But when Wednesday comes, then we discuss the bridge of the week. How are you going to bridge yourself to stay on track or to get on a better track before you get to Friday? So that come Friday, when it's time for our reflections, accountability meeting, then you actually feel good about what you have created throughout your week. And that is abundance right there. That's exactly what that is.
Absolutely.
You know, yeah,
But yeah, I was going to say, so I look back on the lessons that I've learned on this whole journey, and too often I have played it small. I have given too little to others, to myself, to the world, to whatever. And the more you give, the more that you will receive. That's truly what I believe. But you can't, I want to say a big word, caveat. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but you can't give it to get it back. You have to give it because you want to give. And it opens doors to just bring back. Like, so I have a Bible passage. You have the passage in front of you?
yeah.
What's the one about tithing?
About tithing.
Oh,
Tithing, I
somewhere.
think, was actually the last one. I think it was number 6, was it not?
I don't know. I don't see him. Feel like I'm not prepared.
Yeah. We wrote a lot of Bible verses for today, so
Yeah, we
there
did.
was a lot to
Oh,
go
it's in number
with.
5, Malachi 3:10,
Yes.
and
There you go.
it says, "Bring the whole tithe and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven." What does that mean to you?
That's trust. It unlocks provision, right?
Yes,
It, yeah. I mean that's what it comes down to. What are your thoughts? What do
I
you
agree.
think?
But you have to, because you know it's going to go to the right place. The right things are going to happen, and if you do the right thing will come back to you.
Right.
It might not show up today or tomorrow, but it's going to come back to you.
Does.
Anyway, so
And the
I used to
feeling
live
is
small.
amazing.
What was that?
Sorry. I said and the feeling of that is amazing. When you have done
Absolutely,
that for
and that's
yourself,
where the abundance starts.
right?
Yes. So
And that work has
when you
been
feel
done.
amazing inside, then you start living abundantly. You start, I can give this because I will get this in return. Yeah. So when I first started this work, I lived small. I was afraid to do anything. I was afraid I had no money. So I was afraid if I did this or spent too much here that I would be, down and out. I would lose my house. Or if I don't know, worked out too hard, I would be hurt and then I would be out of work.
Yeah.
But if you don't think about the things that you don't have, I have the ability to work. I have the ability to go out and do things for other people. I have the ability to volunteer, to help, to do whatever. Things come back to you. So you live in that abundant mindset and you will get abundance in return.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I want to go on the other side of that too, just because there are people out there, many people out there that are like me. So I don't have the option to go out there and work and volunteer and do a lot of those types of things because of my accident and what the repercussions of that accident was. But that doesn't mean that I can't taking this time for the podcast that we put out to hope that what we put out is there to actually help somebody. So I may not be able to go and work a job or be able to, what did you say, volunteer my time necessarily because of my circumstances. But that doesn't mean that I can't do stuff like this to try to help other
Are you not
people.
volunteering time right now
Try
to help?
exactly. I wanted to show the other side of the fact of just because you cannot go out into the world and do it does not mean that you cannot do it. You cannot still do it from home because there are people that are in my circumstances that have been in accidents or have PTSD, lots of situations that cause men not to be able to go out and do it. But you can still do stuff like this. You can still find ways to give back. And that abundance, it comes back. It does. Because it makes you feel great about you. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day is you taking care of you and you
Yes.
making your life good for you, not for other people, for you.
Yes, exactly. And if you try to control things, you stay stuck. When you trust the process, that will help you move forward. There's not a whole lot I can say about abundance really. As we move through these values again with a new look, because obviously, you're never done growing. So when we did these values last time, AJ wasn't with us, but it was me and Rob. And since that was like 3 years ago almost. So things have changed. I have grown immensely and I will continue to grow. So it's a new twist on everything. But abundance will be one of the shortest podcasts because we're just talking about abundance. But as we move into the other values starting next week and the week after that and whatever, you'll see how they all tie in together. And there's a huge chunk to abundance that I'll touch on it because we talk about it every week in our meeting, but it's gratitude. If you show gratitude for the things you have, more things come to you because you're opening yourself to better.
It's just like you said about tithing. A lot of people feel like tithing is something that I can't afford, right? I can't I'm not making enough money. I don't have the money to actually tithe. I'll tell you from experience, I tithe every week, no matter what. My financial situation is in the dumps from my accident. No matter what, I tithe. And God always protects me. God always makes sure that I'm okay. He protects my family. He protects my home. And I have a good feeling inside of me because I know that I have done right and it makes me feel great about myself. And somehow, some way, God has always made sure that I have got by ever since my accident. And I always tithe, always.
Yes. So, and it's funny you say that because Joel just said tithing can be time as well, like volunteering, and absolutely, tithing is it's a sacrifice.
That's
Whether
right.
that means money, that means work, whatever. It's a it's something that stings to let go of.
That's
Um,
right. It's just like
yeah,
the Daniel fast.
yeah, exactly, like Daniel Fast. So, so I don't really have much more. We can roll through those. What do you call it? The Bible passages, and we can
Yeah.
talk about those related to abundance. But I want to keep it short today. But moving forward, I would love anybody is watching us now or catches it later on YouTube or Facebook, chime in, drop questions. If you guys want to be guests, you have a story you want to tell that revolves around any core value that might have changed your life. Man, I want to hear from you. I want to bring you on. Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I wanted to take a minute to talk about our group, our Northman Coaching Brotherhood. We've talked about a little bit already with how we have the 3 meetings a week, 4 meetings a week, 3 check-in, 1 long meeting. And we come together every week. We hold each other up. We hold each other accountable. We show up for each other. When one man is falling, another man is picking him up. When that man falls, the other guy picks him up. We are shoulder to shoulder all week long. We set perspective, mark our progress on Wednesday, and we talk about where we were accountable, where we could be more accountable, and we show our gratitude on Friday. Thursday is when we get together and we talk. We have usually an hour and a half to 2 hours, and we just talk about our wins, our struggles, anything on our mind, whether it's something to do with our relationships, jobs, whatever, holding you back. Thursdays for that day, and just let it go.
Yeah.
Let it all go. There's no judging. It's really pretty awesome.
It is awesome. It's awesome to be able to have a brotherhood of men where you can comfortably go in there and discuss anything that's going on in your life, whether it's good, whether it's bad. It's a safe place. And it's not safe because we say it's safe. You come and you check that out, the brotherhood, come in for the week, have the 7 days for free. You will see how safe our brotherhood is and how uplifting it is to have people that don't just sit there and agree with you, people that hold you accountable, people that actually care to see you succeed and not fall. And that is the amazing part of our brotherhood school. And all throughout the week, guys send messages, everybody messages throughout the week. Sometimes it's a motivational statement, sometimes it's a check-in, sometimes there's polls, but we can all communicate throughout the week even when we don't have the groups. We are always there for each other.
It is actually it's pretty amazing. I truly am grateful for this community that we have built. So if anybody out there in TikTok world has any questions, Jay Frown just joined. What's going on, brother? You guys have any questions? Ask away. Like I said, that's all I have for abundance. So we'll hang out and shoot it back and forth. But unless you got something else, brother, do you have any
No,
questions on
I
your
mean,
side?
yeah, no, I agree. I mean, there's not really much more you can say about abundance. It's just about understanding what that looks like, what that really is. Abundance is not a huge bank account or a Ferrari in your driveway and a brand new Harley Davidson,
Well,
and a
let's be
mansion.
honest,
It's
Ferrari in the
not.
driveway would be kind of nice.
I mean, yeah, we'd all love to have that. I mean, at our age, we'd all love it, but that's not abundance. Abundance is being able to look at what you have and be happy, love what you have, appreciate what
Amen.
you have. And outside of that, there really isn't anything else you can follow on abundance, but it's probably one of the most important first steps to understand how to love what you actually have in life, what you've
Hmm.
built.
Yes. So, and like, if you can't grasp the abundance part of things, because you're so down and out right now, it's really just letting go of trying to control, being free, for liberating yourself, just not trying to control things that are out of your control. So if it's finances and they're not coming in, it is what it is. Find a way to make more. If it's you think you're too old, stop thinking that. Just stop controlling things like that. You're never too old for anything. I just saw something with those astronauts that went to the moon. They were like 50 years old.
Yeah.
They're older than me.
That's
I can
amazing.
still go to the moon.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's
So
amazing.
yes. And also for all you guys out there that are on now or listening or whatever, you'll see it in the near future. Every single weekday, Monday through Friday, AJ and I, we go live at 6 a.m. on Facebook and YouTube with a daily devotional, a little motivational, get you moving in the morning. They're short. They're 10, 15 minutes long. Just a little time
Right.
to praise God, I guess.
That's right. We go on, we discuss the
Oh, there it
Man
is.
of Honor for anybody that hasn't watched it. And we have the other devotional, which is the Words of Jesus for Men.
Hey, that's not showing up on TikTok. There you go. Okay. There you go.
So that's what we do. We go in, it's quick, but it's a beautiful devotion. And for anybody that lives the Christian lifestyle, remember that it's not on Sunday when you show up for church. It's something that you do daily and it's work that you put in, which is why we take our time to dedicate to put that devotional out and share it with everybody to see. So
And if
we
you're
would
not
love for
Christian, feel free to listen because we do relate everything back to the men's work and the brotherhood. So you can take everything we say from these books and you can convert it all into whatever you believe in.
That's
So
right.
it is important to have that higher power, whatever it might be. It's important to have that higher power that
That's right.
will get you through the hard times. That will bring the abundance. So that
That's
is
right.
all I got, dude. This is the shortest podcast that you and I have run.
So
But
that's
it's
all
fun.
right. I think
Fine.
it's great because I think that we're at a perfect place now after the series we just did
Yes.
of going back to the beginning and starting with the values and the importance of them. And
Mhm.
I think this is going to be an amazing series.
It will be an absolutely amazing series. If my brother's here, I didn't see his name pop up, but I wanted to wish him a happy birthday. He is, I don't know,
Happy
old
birthday,
today. I don't know
Matthew.
what that is.
It's terrible.
6,
He's a year
I
younger than
think.
you. Why do I know that and you
How old
don't?
am I? I feel like I'm 25 right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, age is just a feeling. So
just a number. Don't let the old man in,
yeah,
right?
that's
There
it.
you go. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up before we just start talking and yapping like a bunch of old people. So feel free to leave comments, ask questions, go to the Facebook and the YouTube thing, ask questions. If you guys want to be on the podcast, reach me at Gary@northmancoaching.com. Wow. If you guys are looking for a coach, I got a few spots open right now. So also northmancoaching.com. And there is a, what's the button? Is there a
Yeah,
button for
so
that?
you're gonna go to you're gonna go to northmancoaching.com and up on the top right there is a list of all of the resources that you can go to. If you are interested, you can go into the Brotherhood School and you can sign up for the 7 days free. If you scroll down, there is a free ebook that you can download that it's about the first 30 days of divorce. And there's also information for the 60-minute coaching call that's right around that same area. But like I said, if you go up into the top right and go into the resources tab, you'll find everything you need. But like Gary said, please leave comments. If you're watching, even if it's not live, if it's another day, leave some comments. Tell us what you'd like to hear. Tell us what you
Like and
think.
subscribe.
Yeah, please like and subscribe. And yeah, if you're interested in coming on the podcast, by all means, please reach out. We would love to have some guests.
Yes. And if you don't like what you hear, feel free to leave a comment. I love a healthy debate
That's right.
or conversation, whatever you want to
Absolutely.
call it. That's all we got. All right.
Absolutely.
So, guys, we're going to wrap this up. So, guys, check us out tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Eastern for our daily devotional. And if you want to join the school, the link will be in the YouTube and Facebook version. Yeah. Excellent. All right, guys. Have
That's
a good
right.
night. I'm going to end TikTok first.
Have
all
a
right?
good night, guys. Thanks for watching.
Why can't I end this? There we go. End now. All right. That's good. And
It's always
stop
the
it
case.
here.
Have a good night, everyone.